What if I told you most traders set their targets completely wrong? Not because they're bad at trading, but because they rely on tools that don't provide them with clear exits. Whether you're trading raw price action or using indicators, knowing where to enter and where to set your stop is only part of the battle. Knowing exactly where to target is just as important. Many traders rely on guesswork or rough estimations, but that's simply not sustainable, especially in extremely volatile markets like crypto. Today, we're showing you a tool that solves this issue, a tool that calculates precise targets automatically. And by the end of this video, not only will you know how it works, you'll also know how to get it completely free. So let's get into it. There are tons of ways traders try to set targets. Some look at price action, others aim for a fixed number of ticks or profit target. But here's the problem. Markets aren't static. Volatility shifts constantly. What worked yesterday might completely fail today. Just like your stop loss, your targets need to adapt to the current market conditions. And that's where ATR, or average true range, comes in. The indicator we're sharing uses ATR to dynamically calculate your targets for each setup to match market volatility, ensuring your levels are always relevant. The indicator is called Targets for Overlays, but don't be surprised if nothing shows up right away when you first add it to your chart. That's because this tool isn't standalone. It needs a secondary indicator to base its targets on. For this walkthrough, we'll pair it with a popular one, Trendlines with Breaks by LuxAlgo. Now this indicator is great at detecting breakout points, but it doesn't offer targets. That's exactly where Targets for Overlays steps in. Here's how to link them. Head into the Targets for Overlays settings, open the source dropdown, and select the plot you want to base your target on. For bullish trades, choose Trendlines with Breaks, upper. Also, make sure to disable backpainting in the settings of the Trendlines with Breaks indicator. This ensures the targets appear in real time and not retroactively. And just like that, you'll see clean dynamic target labels each time the price breaks an upper trend line. Now let's break down the settings inside Targets for Overlays so you can customize it to your strategy. Right below Source, you have options for target labels and candle coloring. The candle coloring will color the candles on your chart each time a breakout happens. Below that, you have options for crossover source settings. When a cross happens, using the plot we selected in our source dropdown, the price can either cross going above or going below. Here we control what happens when price crosses up. You can customize how targets behave in a few ways. For example, if you uncheck the Above Price Target option, the plotted level flips direction and can now function as a stop loss, ideal for traders looking to manage risk instead of taking profits. There's also the Wait Until Reached option, which makes sure a new target won't appear until the previous one is hit. This is especially useful in volatile conditions where too many targets could clutter your chart or send mixed signals. If you're trading in a strong trend, enabling New Target when reached allows the indicator to keep plotting fresh targets each time one is hit, helping you scale out of a position progressively. Finally, the Evaluate Wick setting ensures the indicator counts candle wicks when checking whether a target was reached. As mentioned earlier, the targets are based on ATR calculations by default, but you're not locked into that. Using the next drop-down menu, you can switch the targeting method to suit your preference, whether that's measuring in currency units, percentages, raw ticks, or sticking with ATR. This flexibility allows you to tailor the tool to fit your trading style or asset class. The same set of options is available for scenarios when price crosses below your selected source, giving you full control over both long and short setups. And to tie it all together, the indicator includes a built-in dashboard. This feature allows you to easily monitor your selected configurations and see your current win percentage. This tool is highly versatile and can work with a wide range of indicators to provide dynamic target levels. However, whether or not it works depends entirely on how the other indicator is coded. For example, let's look at the Bollinger Bands indicator. In order for Targets for Overlay to generate levels based on Bollinger Bands, it needs access to specific plot data, like the upper and lower bands. To check if that's possible, open the data window and look at the plots listed under the indicator's name. In this case, you'll see entries labeled upper and lower under BB for Bollinger Band. Since these plots are available, we can go into the settings of Targets for Overlay, open the source dropdown, and select BB lower. Now, each time the price breaks below or returns through the lower Bollinger Band, the indicator will automatically generate precise targets based on that movement. Notice there isn't a plot for the middle or basis Bollinger Band line because it's currently not shown on the chart. To display that line, we need to go to the Style tab and enable the basis line. Once enabled, we can also select it to set targets when the price crosses those levels. This indicator is completely free to use. To get access, just head over to luxalgo.com/library and search for Targets for Overlays. Let us know in the comments what indicators or features you'd like us to build next. Thanks for watching and happy trading.